And where's... Oh, there you are. I can see the moon more clearly from here, and I can feel the breeze on my face. Oh, you're being so mysterious, Joshua. Yep. Okay, looks like you aren't just trying to be cool. This is the sort of thing your job takes, isn't it? The moonlight, the position of the clouds, the flow of the wind, every detail is vital. I wish to lower the possibility of failure as much as possible. Lower the... Don't say it like that, you idiot. If you fail, you'll die, you know. Don't worry. The possibility of my failure is very remote. Back in my previous life, I used to conduct missions like this every day. The real danger will come if I succeed. Hey, Joshua, do you really absolutely need to do all this? You're Erebonian, same as us. I mean, yeah, circumstances mean that none of us can really go home, but I just don't get it. Why do you feel like you owe this piddly little backwater anything? Just let these Ouroboros idiots do whatever they want to it. And hey, it's still not too late, you know. You can come with us, away from Wilbur. We can head out to some independent state and raise our flag there, you know? And hey, if you really don't like the whole Sky Bandit gig, we can try and find something else to do. I was talking to Kyle and Don, and we were thinking the Bobcat could make a good, legit shipping vessel. You know, speed and all. An airship delivery service. I could see it having some potential. Demand for that kind of service is certainly going up. It'd be a safer job than Sky Banditry, at any rate. Well then, technically we do have some berths open. That you do. Once I've crushed the Society's plan, and if I manage to survive, I'll think it over. You needn't worry. This completes our contract. As promised, your cooperation here means I'll consider the favor you owe me redeemed. You can depart whenever. I don't mind. Forget it. You idiot moron jerk! Who the hell was talking about deaths? Forget it. Who cares about you? Just go leave it to danger and die if that's all you want to do. I'm sorry, Josette. Adios, Mercy. Not easy playing dumb, is it? Kyle. I do wish she'd finally grow out of her more childish tendencies. Even so, I think you could have handled that better. It's true. I cannot apologize, but I do feel sorry for what I've done to her. Man, you sure have an odd way of being nice, Astray. You want to make it up to her? Give that offer some serious thought. Assuming, of course, you won't be joining up again with your nice young bracer lady after this. No, that won't be happening. In the end, the worlds we live in are too different. She and I should never meet again. It's for the best. Well, if that's how you think. In that case, Josette's offer does have some appeal, yeah? It does. I'm going to give it some thought. Look who's decided to show themselves. Don, is that them? Yeah, just like the lad predicted. They're approaching from the northeast. You heard the man. To the bridge. Got it. Okay, welcome back to second chapter. We got a very strong start to chapter 6 here. Also, in the time since we last saw Joshua and the bandits, they've gotten some of their crew back. Oh, there you are. What's the situation? Just what you predicted it would be. Look at the display. Altitude of 1560 yards. Entering Liberalian territory from the northeast at 2100 sails per hour. With that kind of altitude and speed, they aren't normal ships. Looks like that special radar of yours is working, eh? Don't congratulate me yet. We don't know who they are. It's possible they're Erebonian scout ships or something. Kyle, do we have any visual contact yet? Got them. Sending the image to your display. You're not supposed to see, like, past the black box. Aspect ratio is, like, ruining this filter that they put on the scene. Now there's no doubt. That's our target. Well, that's the stage set then. Now it gets exciting. Let's do this then. Lad, you ready for this, right? Absolutely. Once I'm in place, begin immediately. Dawn, Kyle, Josette, thank you for everything. Our relationship may have been based on a contract, but I'm glad I met you. What? What in... Huh? It would be a bit more appropriate to say it once the mission's over with. But I may not get that opportunity. So let me say it now. Thank you. Be well, everyone. He just... dramatic till the very end. Even at the very end, you managed to be so uncute. What's with all this thank you business with a face like you're walking off to your execution? You think hearing that'll make me happy? You think those are the words I want to hear? Josette. Just promise me that you won't do anything too crazy. That you'll come back alive. Given who I'm about to pick a war with, I can't guarantee anything. But I will promise this. Even if I don't succeed at my goal, I will come back alive and give you all my thanks. Will that be enough? Yeah. Don't forget, I collect all my promises, Buster. Altitude stable at 1559 Arch. Crossing into Liberalian airspace now. Set course for Valeria Lake. Roger. Doesn't look like the Liberalian airships noticed us. Stealth functionality. Nice little piece of tech they loaded us up with. If we didn't have that doohickey, we'd be causing a bit of a fuss right about now, you know? I mean, forget us. Imagine what would happen if those liberal hicks saw that monster coming for them. Don't I wish I could see that. What? Are we under attack? The hell are you idiots panicking for? Check the damn radar. Contact. One small ship approaching from 4 o'clock. Database match. Found. The capitalist Sky Bandit ship Bobcat, Rhineford make. Sky Bandits? Now. Look at this anime happening. All right, it worked. Oh, so it did. Time for us to beat it then. The airship is breaking off? What do we do? Do we pursue? No, leave them alone. If they were a royal army, we'd have to pike them all. But we don't have time to deal with small fries. Understood. Right now, our only job is clearing the Glorious's flight path. Let's head back to the base for now. We should let Sir Campanella know about the bandits. out. How did they not even notice? Oh, they're pulling out as well. Everything went exactly like you thought it would. Yeah. Just said, don't worry. It's Joshua Stray we're talking about. He'll come back safe. Yeah, he will. He's got a promise to keep after all. Chapter 6. The Whereabouts of Bonds. Oh boy, I was wondering if he wanted to get the last word in. The Blade Lord is bold, if nothing else. No kidding. And I really screwed up in letting him get away. Sorry guys, I've got no excuse. No, you made the right choice in letting him go. The graveyard is no place for the living to settle their arguments. Hummel, though. Why is that causing an itch in the back of my skull? Yeah, didn't Luve mention that before? Do you know anything, Chloe? I don't, I'm sorry. I imagine grandmother would know something, but given that it seems to be some kind of state secret, she may not be willing to tell me until I'm older. Good point. How about you, Olivier? Hummel's an Arabonia, right? It is, although even we don't speak much of it, so it's always a surprise to hear it brought up in conversation. Oh, why's that? Hummel was a village in the southernmost reaches of the Empire, near the Liberalian border. I say was, for you will find it on no map on the Empire today. Huh? It's not gone, is it? The village was demolished in a landslide some time ago. A number of the residents lost their lives then. As I understand it, it is now little more than empty ruins and ghosts. That's awful. So that's it, huh? But still, even if a lot of people died, there's no excuse for his actions. I have undersold the scale of the disaster, I think. Rumor says that very few of the villagers survived. Only rescue units saw precisely what happened, but few living these days can claim to know of a Hummel resident. It was that bad? It's not unheard of for landslides to swallow entire settlements. They're sometimes called mountain tsunamis because of how they create waves of pure rock and earth. It's an odd thing to suddenly bring up in context, however. I mean, what in the world would Hummel have to do with Her Majesty and General Morgan, or Liberal at all? Alas, at this point we don't know enough to confirm or deny anything. Let me poke my old nose around the various corners of the guild to see what I can find out. And enough about Hummel for now. We've other business. First of all, let me give you payment for all you've done. You went through quite a lot with this dragon mess. You've done the name of the guild proud. You really think so? We still didn't stop whatever experiment they were running. Don't think we can claim much of a victory on this one. This also means they've conducted experiments in all of Liberal's major regions. We have to figure out what the society plans to do next as soon as we can. Yes, about that. Why don't you all take a break for a little while? Huh? Rest, but as I said... Oh, I heard, but I'm serious. You've been running around from Rouen to Grancel to here, solving case after case with barely so much as time to sleep. If you don't take at least a single moment to unwind, you'll snap your springs. But we can't just take a break in the middle of something so important. We will still need to act if Ouroboros makes another move. I don't know how much time we would have to rest, but Lagran does have a point. The army's patrols have kicked into high gear thanks to all the dragon shenanigans. They should be able to handle any immediate danger, I think. And I've been meaning to mention, it seems Kurt team has found it. Huh? Wait, like... You mean they found Ouroboros' base? Yes. Kurt reported that they got a solid lead a few days ago. If they can pinpoint the base, you'll be busy again soon enough. So I really think it would be a good idea to rest while you can. Yeah, I see. In that case, I'll take you up on that, Logren. Remember, part of a bracer's duty is to ensure he can keep performing his duties. Getting rest is a part of that. True enough. Well, I guess the world ain't gonna end if we take a breather. Bracer wisdom prevails again. Zen You are a sage and a gentleman. Still, Lugren, given that you're suggesting a break, I assume you have a destination in mind? Sharp, Olivier. Truth be told, I got a little something nice from Mayor Maybell. She wanted it separate from your normal pay for the dragon business. Huh? What else could she be paying us with? Oh, just a reservation at the Kingfisher Inn on the lakefront to the south. She's paid for all of you to stay there for 3 days. Seriously? Sweet! Ah, the hospitality of Bose's beautiful mayor once again shines like a beacon through the fog of wariness. Yes, it's just like Maybell to do something like this. So we're going to go on a vacation, right? To the Kingfisher Inn? That's right. It's a luxurious inn with a fantastic view of Valeria Lake. They're famous for their food, fine spirits, and they provide boats for going out onto the lake. That sounds great. This does sound like a nice little vacation. Yeah, if we gotta take a load off, Kingfisher's close to the best place in the world to do it. You got that right. Let's not waste Mayor Maybell's kindness, guys. Come on. Oh, she just wants to fish. You may now reconfigure your party, swap party members, and their gear in and out as needed, and select Move Out when you're ready. Why is this like a different menu than we're usually used to? Let's go with Shara and Ollie. Oh, well, wait, we don't have any mandatory members. Okay. And we'll go with Zen. Move out. Alright, we'll head for the Kingfisher Inn first. Thanks for doing this, guys. Make sure we all get checked in. Lugren called ahead of us, so I doubt we'll have too much trouble getting rooms for everyone. Leave it to us, Estelle. Okay, so we should probably check the guild board just in case, don't you think? I mean, the whole dragon mess has died down, but it might have kicked up some other issues, and I'm still kind of worried. Well, Lugren did have a point earlier, remember? There is some wisdom in not overdoing it and simply going to enjoy the lakefront. You have a point. Alright, let's just tie up the loose ends and head to Valeria Lake. As you say. There are loose ends, however. Let's see here. So luckily that one I picked up before going to fight Ragnar has a very long term, so I was able to put it off until now. We have other things. Memories of Distant Days from Korna. I'm searching for a relative who went missing 10 years ago. For details, please come for an explanation from me. I will be waiting at Kirsch's bar. And Merchant Escort from Murano. Looking for a bracer escort to Ravenu Village. Person to be escorted is one young woman. Request is only for one way. Contact at the South Block. Alright, so the Distant Days one, or whatever it was called, Memories of Distant Days, that we'll save that one for last. I remember this one very well. Merchant Escorts, and let's see, these two can be done at the same time. I also have very good reason for going out to the far reaches of the east and the west of the Post region. So give me 1 second here. Alright, progressing onwards. Our first duty is to, hey, it's Sting. Hey everyone, I should be able to cover bows now. Sorry you had to spend time filling in for me. Not a man of many words, are you, Sting? Alright, so we're going first to Hawken Gate, and you might be like, what's there to do at Hawken Gate? And the answer is, Gambler Jack. Of course, right? Alright, thankfully Hawken Gate is a lot closer than Nebel Valley is. Also, we might be able to stop in and check in with Morgan. He might have some interesting dialogue for us. But man, talk about like a really packed end of the last video and start of this one. And I mean super packed with some of the things that Ragnar told the group, and then some of the things that happened at the conversation at Ravenu at the memorial site. Things are picking up. Alright, so who are you? You're Carlos. Oh yeah, on occasion, let me give you guys this. Okay, he's the one I had to talk to. Thanks, Carlos. Are you Santos? No, you're Linden. Okay. Thought it was Santos. So let's see. Which one did I get just now? I should have been looking closely. I got 9. We don't have 8 yet, but we can go get that momentarily. 8 and 9 pop up at the exact same time. Hey, Morgan. Everyone, good work with the dragon. I can guess from your faces what you're here to ask, but I can say nothing more regarding that matter. Please understand. Ah, what perfect timing. He's referring to Hamel. So, the very first time the name Hamel is spoken, I remember it quite clearly, is when Luve says it in first chapter, either right before or right after the boss fight with him, up there on the balcony at the castle. Queen Alicia, well, I mean, this is, you can go back and watch it if you want, but I'm going to try to paraphrase based on memory. It has been, I don't know, 8 months since I've seen this scene. But as I recall, when he takes his helmet off and they see his face for the first time, someone, maybe Shara, comments on like the fact his hair is really silver. Maybe Shara's the one who goes, no, it's not quite silver, it's ash blonde. But someone says, you're from up north, aren't you? And Luve responds like, yes, but probably not as far north as you're thinking. So like the comment up north, probably, like whoever guessed that was probably thinking like, I don't know, maybe the country even further north in Arabonia, like Northumbria, that's the country. But that's not the truth. When he said, not as far as you're thinking, he's referring to the fact, oh wait, I need to go back to Bose. Right, I need to escort someone. We can knock out like 3 quests by going towards Ravenu. It's nuts. When he said that, he was like, not as far north as you were probably thinking. He's actually referring to the fact that he's Erebonian. And he's not just any kind of Erebonian. He's from the southern reaches of Erebonia, which are obviously very close to the border. Let me see here. Merchant escort looking for a person. Contact South Block, Central Street 11. Mayor second floor. Okay. Mirano. Is he in the... Whoops. Yeah, South Block. Mirano. Where can I find this dude? Trino Mayor second floor. Okay. So he's in one of these houses. Which is bad for me because it's really confusing navigating these places. Maybe he's in one of these rooms. How about you? Oh, thank God. Oh, it's a woman. Excuse me. You're Miss Mirano, right? Yes, that's right. You all must be bracers. I am but an assistant, but you are correct. You desire escort to Revenue Village, yes? That's right. I'd like to head to that lovely little town and have a look at their orchards. Though, if I may, you look a little young for a bracer. Are you quite sure you can do this? Excuse me, ma'am. I am a certified senior bracer. I'm totally capable of doing this. I can fully vouch for Estelle's abilities as a bracer, ma'am. If that's unsatisfactory, I'm afraid you'll have to wait for another local bracer to become available. Like, come on, there are 3 senior bracers here. 2 grown men and a grown woman. Who cares if Estelle's 16? Or, yeah, she's still 16 at this point. Oh my, I suppose you really can't judge by a cover. I always liked putting my own covers on my books anyway. I'll trust you, young lady. How about it? Shall we be off? Sure, we're ready when you are. Very good, let us be off then. So we're going to Ravenu, right? In that case, we'll want to head out the west gate of the city. Right, and then up the mountain road. I'll meet you by the west gate. I imagine you have a few things to prepare before we go. Yeah, a little prep time would be great, thanks. We'll be right here. Very good. Don't keep me waiting long now. Let's get going. Of course. So this quest that I'm about to do is a massive pain the first time you play the game. Oh, is it the worst. But whoops. Just walked right by her. But I'm about to cheese it so hard. So let's see, there's nothing else I gotta do, right? So there's this one. There's the Revenue Trail Monster. We will... Let me think for a second here. No, we should be fine. Memories of Distant Days. Let's see, we can come back to bows, so this will be the last thing we do before eventually going down to the inn. But yeah, we should be able to knock out a couple of things right here. Not to mention there's a hidden quest in that direction as well as our other chapter volume of Gambler Jack. So we're about to knock like 4 things out at once. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting. Shall we proceed then? Whenever you're ready, ma'am. Our goal is Revenue Village, right? Yes, I think we all know the road by now, but remember, this time Miss Murano is with us. We should avoid contact with monsters whenever possible. Yes, quite so. What a waste of time a fight would be, too. Why, keep me out of danger and I may just give you all a nice little bonus. Wow, that is like so on the nose, letting you know what's up. We'll do our best, ma'am. Let's be off then. Yeah, so as you could probably guess, the maximum bracer score option on this quest is to never get into a single fight on your way to bows, which when you're playing the game for the first time is a lot harder than it sounds, especially when we get up to the Revenue Trail where things get pretty narrow. I never opened this chest. You scour every square inch of the chest's empty innards, desperate to find any scrap of treasure you missed. But yeah, when you get up to the Revenue Trail, things get pretty narrow. And I mean, if you've never played the game, then I guess this isn't obvious because I've been using Cloak for this entire game and most of the first chapter. But monsters get pretty aggressive when they see you, so they will jump you, and it's really hard to avoid them. Now, the best way to do it is with, if you have the Eagle Eye Quartz, which you get fairly early in the game. I think you can even start off with it, I think, from like a carryover bonus. You get that, you get something like, not Cloak, but I think Haze. Do all that, and it makes it pretty hard for monsters to see you. Now, you still run the risk of like situations like this, where like you might get by with a still, but all it takes is like one tiny little contact with anyone in your trail of members here to touch a monster, and you find yourself in a battle all of a sudden. So it's a lot harder than it looks. But with the Cloak Quartz on, this mission is trivial. So it's exactly as I'd heard. They've already started to rebuild their orchards little by little. Well, they certainly have their work cut out for them, but they're taking a step in the right direction. Yeah, they're getting all kinds of help from all over, too. I'm sure they'll be just fine. Yes, I believe in them. I wish we merchants could be of some aid to them. Huh? Murano, are you thinking of trying to save revenue? Oh my, no. I have no intention of setting myself up as some kind of savior to these people. I'm ultimately just here for business. I'm going to look at the orchards and get a feel for how bad the situation is. Of course, if things are looking up, I can always invest. Well then, I should be getting to work. Okay, that means this is goodbye then. It is indeed. I must declare, I sorely misjudged you earlier. I'll contact Lugrin and arrange a bonus for you. Huh? Really? Why would I lie about a thing like that? You've earned it. Be careful on your way back. We will be. Good luck with your work. Oh man, that was so satisfying to do that so easily. Okay, so... who are you? Yes, you're who I'm looking for. Hi, Miss Bracer. Hey, Louie. You look like you're doing great. Yeah, I'm okay. Especially since the scary dragon is gone now, right? Yeah, the dragon will never bother people again. Don't worry. So you play outside as much as you want, okay? Oh, okay, but... now that we can play outside, I'll give you this book. See you later. Alright, so now we have that. There's still the issue of the Revenue Trail monster. I must have ran right by it. It was probably tucked away in a corner or something. Of course, we couldn't fight it with what's-her-face with us, but... oh, no, wait, or is it over here? Could it be? Yeah, maybe it's in one of these corners. Let me cheese it and get like a detailed explanation as to where it is. Revenue Trail monster. Location of this monster is in the northern side, okay. Go to the second area, which leads to the abandoned mines. Okay, so it's on the next screen. So take a left. There's nothing in the top right area. Probably just chests. So let's see here. Somewhere in this area. Maybe off to the right side. This first little intersection. Hopefully it's in this corner. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. Alright, Ollie, do your thing. Can I get everything? I sure can. Ooh, he petrified too. Kill. Yeah, okay. Got one of them. Eat this Thunder God kick. Oh, that was sick.
They messed with the wrong guy.
You goes in. Exterminated the monster. Were you guarding something, perhaps? You sure were. The chest's contents have already gone to a better place. Your pockets. I feel like I've read that one as well. Alright, so the hidden quest that's for this post chapter is actually also in this direction. It is at the abandoned mine. There's some unique stuff going on over there. I like that they put a charging station as well. Sir, we can't handle these things on our own. We've got to contact headquarters for reinforcements. They're that strong? Yes, sir. I've never seen monsters like these before. Gehenna, I wonder if they're even monsters, really. Hey, what's up? Oh, who are you? Oh, did you miss the emblem in your panic? We're bracers, my good sir. Bracers? Your brow seems furrowed by troubles, my good man. Yes, you could say that. Something completely unexpected has occurred here. Completely unexpected? What happened? Well, you see, monsters have appeared in this abandoned mine. That doesn't strike me as particularly unexpected. Monsters commonly infest abandoned or uninhabited areas. That's true, but you see, the monsters in here are not normal monsters. Are you guys sure you're not just like overreacting or something? It's true, I say. They're goddamn insects made of metal. They sprang up out of nowhere all throughout the mine. I see. I cannot claim to know of any monsters such as that. My squad's mission is to ensure local security. Unfortunately, we don't have the kind of firepower necessary to deal with unknown monsters. This is all a stone's throw from Ravenous Village, however. We can't just ignore an infestation of unknown creatures near an uninhabited area, either. And so we show up at just the right time. I kind of think I see where this is going. I guess I'm pretty easy to read at this point, eh? Still, this is becoming fairly common, isn't it? The guild and army helping one another, I mean. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but could you help us? Sure. It's our duty to investigate stuff like this, after all. Thank you. We'll owe you after this. Don't worry about it, really. It's an emergency. So, let me make sure I understand everything right. You basically want us to go in there and exterminate the weird monsters? That's right. We want you to exterminate every one of those unknown monsters dwelling in the mine. They're very distinct. You shouldn't have any trouble telling them apart from the others. Alright. Can you tell us anything else about these monsters? Let's see. One-on-one, they're not all that strong. It's the ones that show up every now and then with different colors that you need to watch out for. Different colors? Yeah, they're using something like arts, but man, Gehenna take me if they're like any arts I've ever seen though. Unknown arts? You're kidding, right? That does sound dangerous. I see why you were so flustered when we arrived. We should keep our eyes open when we're down there. As you say. That should be everything. Allow us to open the gate for you. Yeah, thanks. Well then, take care, bracers. Come back if you need a break. We've got an orbit charging station here. Thanks, that'll help for sure. Once we've exterminated all the target monsters, we'll come back to report. Please do. Adios blessing be on you all. Come on then, we should get to it. Yeah, let's go. Alright. destroy these, kill these monsters. Yeah, kill. They're fucking archaisms. Oh, right, I have to take the quartz off. Damn it. Now it's coming to hurt me. Yeah, they're just archaisms. Boy, who would unleash archaisms inside of a mine just to cause trouble? What organization would ever do that? Phantom Pain EX. So yeah, they cast a weird strong arts.
We're good to go.
So just go around the mine, beat up all the archaisms. This is a big loop, right? Okay. I already opened that chest. We're probably gonna have to go all the way into like the middle part. Let's see here. Alright, another one. I can defeat these guys mostly with basic attacks. Oh, I missed. Stell. Zen is strong enough to destroy the blue ones. Alright, that's the area that got caved in. This is the road we took to go save Agate from getting his ass whipped. Also, I think there's stuff in like the area that's behind where Agate and Luve were fighting that you can't access the first time you come here, obviously, because the cutscenes stop you. I think I'm remembering that correctly. God, that art gets really loud. Is this the end? Okay, that leads out over there. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any of these stupid archaisms. Nope, I think I got them all, at least in this area. Yeah, so this is where the fight happened. But there's more to this place than meets the eye. I think there's like several ways. Can't climb that, but there are tunnels and areas here. Let's see. Oh yeah, this must be the area that was caved in the first area. And this is where we came out of. Okay, so there's only one side path then. Or wait, no. No, this is where we came out of. Okay, so then this path over here is secrets. It's a chest. Crimson Eye. I've been waiting for this day. Alright, then there's one more right here. Ah, got me. Alright, let's use that Thundercod kick again. Ah, I'm not in range to get more of them. Well, in that case... Still, it's time to use a hurricane. That's all that was in here. Just an archaism. And then we got the big room. That worked so well that I'm just going to keep doing it. I missed the one at the bottom, though.
Savor the victory.
Oh, that's all of them. But, oh, the area stops here. Bummer. You think they'd put, like, some cool stuff over here. But that ends the quest. So let's go out and report to the army. Let us see. Whoops, didn't mean to come back in here. So before we went to the village, before we picked up What's-Her-Face from Liberl, I mean, not Liberl, from Bose, we were on the topic of some of the things that got talked about and when the name Hamel was first mentioned. And yeah, so in that cutscene in first chapter in which people guess where Luve is and says, oh, well, it's not as far north as you might be thinking. He's referring to the fact that given that we obviously know him and Joshua have a history, that they are both from Hamel Village in southern Arabonia, which was destroyed by a landslide, we now know. And what Louvet says to Alicia, like Alicia tries to take pity on him, and he says something like, "You need not take pity on me, you who know the name Hamel," and that's when it's first mentioned in first chapter. How goes it? Your insects are all stomped. You shouldn't have any more trouble for now, sir. We'll leave the rest to you. You really did it? Talk about a relief. It is sort of a relief, I guess. Still, those monsters, they were obviously machines. Could this be the Society's doing? It is something we cannot discount at this point. The Society? You mean the Society of Ouroboros, the criminal organization we were briefed on? I see. So it's possible they were behind this. Yeah, I think so. We fought them a number of times, but they don't play by normal rules. You guys should be extra careful, okay? The Guild is also investigating the Society. We'll be sure and let the Army know if we discover anything new. Yes, please do. I will be sure and make a detailed report to the border garrison about the case. I'll also make sure just compensation for your help is transferred to your Guild branch. Great, thanks. Well then, bracers, take care out there. Let us all make sure we don't drop our watch. That's the only way to fight a foe who stays in the shadows. You too, sir. Good luck with the rest. Adios guide your footsteps, my friends. Are we gonna get the cutscene? I know this quest comes with a cutscene. Yeah, here we go. Oh boy, looks like we had a real number done on us. Wasn't expecting bracers to show up here. Looks like our little guys put up the best fight they could, but it wasn't enough. Damn, bruh. Why do they always get in my way? Huh? You know these fools? No, forget it. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just hurry and gather up the remains. Yeah, let's get out of here. That was a fine test of our little archaisms. Still, they seem to have their hands full taking on a simple patrol unit. I doubt they'll last long. That's all you get. Super hidden quest, too. Whoops, I should put back on that frickin' quartz.
We're good to go.
Problem solved. Alright, so let's see. We took care of a hidden quest. There's still the one to do over in Bose. And I got my Gambler Jack, right? So we're really good to go. I'm super turned around now. There we go. Think I got the right path. Alright, we're solid. Thank goodness. Never have to come here ever again. I'm pretty sure. Like, I think ever. Literally ever. We're done with Revenue Village. We've seen everything it has to offer. Whoops, didn't mean to come in here, but that's fine. We can cut through the hotel as well. The inn. Alright, let's get back to Bose. Let's see, is there anything else more to talk about Hamel for now? Other than it's going to keep coming up. And it seems to be at the heart of some sort of national secret. Alicia knows what's up. Morgan knows what's up. Cassius, obviously. He must know. Undoubtedly, he knows. I'm sure we'll get that conversation eventually. Speaking of Cassius, like I said, everyone in this country over the age of 30 seems to have met him at some point. And that includes our dragon friend, who's obviously over 1,200 years old. Ever notice nobody else is running around looting these things? Why do you think that is? But yeah, Cassius met Ragnar at some point. He said 20 years ago, so it's even way before the war. I wonder what Cassius was doing 20 years ago. Well, that's before Estelle was ever born. About 4 years before. And at the time he was, well, he must have still been a Divine Blade even by then. I forgot how old Cassius is. Was he like, is he in his mid-40s in this game, maybe? Let's go turn these in. Alright. So one more quest. From Korna. We have to meet her at Kirsch's bar, which is next door. Is it this one? Here we go. It must be this woman. No, not you. Not you guy at the counter. Pardon, can I have a moment? Oh, of course. What is it? Are you Korna? We're from the Racer Guild. Oh my, yes. Thank you for coming. I've been waiting. This must be about my request. Nice to meet you then. I'm Estelle Bright, Senior Bracer. My apologies for calling on you like this, but I fear I have no other resources left to me. This will take some time to explain, but can you hear me out? Of course, go ahead. If this will take a while, there's no need to stand around here. Let's have a seat and talk. Good idea. Let me see if I can claim us a table. So, ma'am, you're searching for someone, yes? Someone you haven't seen in 10 years, was it? Yes, I'm searching for my niece. Her name is Raini. If she's alive, she would be about 20 now. Wait, if she's alive? I don't quite... Oh, wait, 10 years ago. I think I can guess what this is about. The 100 Days War, of course. Oh, yes, exactly. When hostilities broke out, my sister was staying in the city. She wasn't able to get out before the Imperial Army reached the city. Thanks to an acquaintance of my sister's, I soon learned of her and her husband's passing. And while I never had word of exactly what happened to Raini, well, it was easy to just assume. It's been 10 long years. I'd completely given up, assuming Raini had long since joined the goddess. But very recently I learned something new. A source told me that Raini had not only survived, but had been adopted by someone here in Bose. So you think Raini's alive? Honestly, I don't know. I barely dare to hope. And what's worse, my source was vague. I have no idea who adopted her. Oof, that makes things harder. But my heart tells me to believe the sweet little girl my sister loved is still alive. I must believe, which is why I beg of you, help me. We understand, ma'am. Don't worry. It's definitely worth investigating. We don't have much in the way of clues, though. All we have is a name and an age, right? I do have a photograph of Raini as well. A photo? That'd help. Yes, it's not much, but... Oh my goodness. There goes my blood sugar.
Quite. I assume this is her at age 10 then.
Yes, it was taken right on her 10th birthday. Just before her family left on holiday.
Estelle, you seem distracted. Is something amiss?
It's nothing really. I was just kind of mad, I guess. An innocent kid like that caught up in that stupid war.
It is hard to find the words. It falls to us then to make it right.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we will take the photograph if you don't mind.
Please, by all means. Well, we know what she looks like now, but how are we actually gonna do this? Raini could be anywhere. She might not even be in Bose anymore. We do have the photograph. It's very possible someone will remember her. Do you think that'll work? Well, it's only been 10 years. Even if no one remembers exactly what happened to her, there's a fair chance someone will at least remember. It is our best shot, I guess. Let's start asking around then. Please, you are my only hope. If you find anything out, come by here again. We will.
Alright, let me save here. This reminds me of a certain quest in Tokyo Xanadu, which would, I guess, remind someone of this game because that game obviously came out way afterwards. But I was just thinking, like, this one's a bit harder because it's not quite as obvious as the one in Tokyo Xanadu where it's like, oh, I know this person. But this one's like, it's close enough to where you might be able to get it, but it might be a little vague at the same time. Let's see. Okay, I'm just making sure that there's no way to, like, miss out on points for this quest. So, here we go. This is the mayor's residence. Let's see. I've never really poked around her house. Interesting layout here. That room was very oddly shaped. This entire house is very oddly shaped. Why does it have, like, stairs that go down into other areas? Like, what kind of bedroom is this? Don't get me wrong. If I lived in, like, what's this, an octagon? If I lived in an octagonal room with the staircase leading up like this, I think I'd be okay. It seems kind of cool.
Hello, everyone. You have my most sincere thanks for helping Miss Maybell. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're the one who suffered the most in all this. Are you sure you're okay? I am fine. More importantly, I believe you are heading to the Kingfisher Inn on Miss Maybell's invitation. You have been working very hard between the dragon case and other things. Please, enjoy this chance to relax. Miss Maybell worries after you greatly. Ah, thanks. We'll enjoy ourselves, trust me. That picture. Yeah, you see, Estelle explained that the group was looking for Corna's niece, who went missing in the 100 Days War. I see. Do you have any idea who's in this photo? No, I'm afraid not. You sure? Are you really, really sure? You look just a bit surprised when you saw it. Yes, I was struck by how much that girl resembles an acquaintance. I was a little unsure if it was her. I'm sorry, but I must get back to work. Pardon me.
Maybell, look at this photograph.
This is... Estelle, where in the world did you get this picture?
Well... Estelle explained that the group was looking for Corna's niece, who went missing in the 100 Days War.
Is that so? Why has this come up now of all times? Why do I get the feeling you have some idea of what's up? I may at that. Out of curiosity, have you shown that photograph to Lila yet? Yeah, actually we showed it to her a bit ago. Did you now? Did she say anything? Yeah, she really freaked out for a moment when she saw it. She didn't say much of anything though. Though it was so obvious she was hiding something it almost hurt. I see. Blast it, Lila, why? I suppose it falls to me to explain. I think I'm a little lost. You know the girl in the picture? Of course I do. I've known the girl in that picture for ages, and she's very important to me. Because the girl in that picture is Lila.
Say what?
Oh.
The orchestra hits as the truth is revealed to the stage. Certainly not what I expected.
You're sure? Completely and absolutely. Lila came to our home on a certain day 10 years ago. The day the army of Erebonia began its assault on the city of Bose. No way! When Father returned after assisting in the evacuation of much of the citizenry, he had a girl with him. Father would only say that she had been entrusted to him by strangers. That girl was Lila. Now that I look, she was even wearing the same clothes then, though they were bloody and torn. That more or less matches Corna's testimony. I think we have our answer. One thing though, the names. We're looking for a girl named Raini, not Lila. Raini? So that was Lila's old name? Yeah, that's what Corna told us at least. Hang on, you didn't know Lila's real name, Mayor Maybell? No, she never told us.
Wait a moment, she did not give you her name? I cannot imagine she did not know her own name at that age.
I wish she could have given us her name or anything in those days. When Lila came to live with us, she could barely say anything at all. How can I even describe it? It was as if she was in a state where she'd forgotten how to speak entirely. How would that even...
I have heard that extreme mental shock can temporarily rob one of the ability to speak. And if something terrible were to happen to a child, dragons give her strength. What did she witness that day?
Yes, her soul was far more hurt than her body when she came to live with us. We all tried our best, but Lila always kept a little distance between herself and everyone else. So we never learned her true name. So, how'd she get the name Lila then? Father gave it to her. It was inconvenient to say the least, for her to remain nameless. I see. I think we understand now. All that's left is to ask her. Yes, there's only one thing to do. Let me get Sarah to bring her here. I've brought her, my lady. Thank you, Sarah. Would you leave us for a bit? Of course, pardon me. Lila, come here. What would you ask of me, Miss Maybell? Our bracer friends showed me this photograph. That's certainly a familiar face, isn't it? Lila, this is you, isn't it? I think I can guess why you're remaining quiet. You're concerned about Father, aren't you? I know you feel as though you owe Father a great debt, but Lila, I don't want that to be a burden on your life. And I know he wouldn't either. A burden? Yes, it's why you haven't said anything about this all this time, isn't it? You feel obligated to remain here out of debt to what Father did. That is, well, Father said it often, didn't he? Those trapped by the shackles of the past can never blaze a new trail. Lila, you've done more for our family than could ever have been expected or asked of you. You don't need to keep shackling yourself to the past. Go meet with this Corna woman. Meet her and reclaim your life. Miss Maybell, I understand what you're trying to say. Unfortunately, however, the Raini you are searching for is no longer with us. Huh? What do you mean? Raini was killed in the 100 Days' War, alongside her parents. She rests peacefully somewhere in this land. That is what I've told myself all these years. Because if I didn't, it would be too sad, too lonely to bear. Oh, Lila. Lila, I can't believe this. I've been such an idiot. You've been bearing all this within you all this time. I should have... Lila, I don't think you need to lie to yourself anymore, do you? I'm sorry. Mayor Maybell, Sarah, Maynard, the people of the market, I bet a lot of others around town too. Everyone thinks of you as part of their family, Lila. There's no way you're alone anymore. Estelle. Indeed.
Yes, I agree. It may simply be my humble opinion, but you are hardly alone here. Indeed. If nothing else, you have the passionate love of Olivier Lindheim.
Lila, are you listening? Do you see what they mean? You're one of the most... No. With Father gone, you're the most precious, important person in my life. So saying you're alone like that... Please don't say something so terribly sad. You've never been alone, Lila. Ever. Miss Maybell. And Lila, lying to yourself to forget something painful. It's exactly what Father hated to see. Someone trapped by their past. Father entrusted us both with such a valuable lesson. Please, don't let it go to waste. Lila, go meet Corna. Please. Or does what Father taught us mean so little to you? Very well. I'll accept defeat. Miss Maybell, you're terrible. How is anyone meant to say no to an argument like that? That, my dear Lila, is the secret to driving a hard bargain.
Alright, that's that.
Phew, good to see that's all settled. Yes, I'm glad. Come on then, let's go meet her. Pardon? Go meet... you're coming, Mayor Maybell? I don't think it's a problem. With her father passed away, she has to go in his stead. Yes, precisely. Come on, Lila, let's be off. Alright, I'll accompany you then. Oh, no you don't. I'm the one accompanying you this time. Come on, get in front of me. Left, right, let's go. But... It's okay, Lila. After all, you're the star this time. Precisely, see? Listen to the smart bracer lady. Come on, hurry now. I'll be right behind you. Maybelle. I see. To think things got so complicated. Raini, I'm so sorry we didn't come looking for you. I wish we could have found you sooner. No, Auntie, don't apologize. It wasn't anyone's fault except maybe that of the times. And over the last 10 years, I can honestly say I've been very happy. Miss Maybelle, thank you so very much. I owe you and your father a debt that can never be repaid. No, not at all. If anything, I should be grateful to you and your sister and her husband. Lila has been such an important part of my life. I should say Raini. I'm sorry. No, please, call her as you have. That is the name she has here, after all. I am just so glad to know she has been safe and happy, no matter her name. Miss Maybelle, I beg you, please continue to take care of her. Well, I would certainly love for her to remain with us, but do you not intend to take her home with you? Oh, I planned to at first, of course, but seeing her now, I couldn't be so cruel. To continue living here with the people she loves and all her friends. No one who loves her could take that away from her. Auntie Corna. Now then, Dumpling, don't make that face. Of course, I hope you will visit your uncle and me every once in a while. I know the distance will make it difficult, but we would both love it. Why would distance be an issue? I didn't mention, but our home is quite far away. You know where the Le Mans State is, I take it. The Le Mans State? Of course I've heard of it. That's where the guild has its training ground and headquarters. Most bracers have heard of it, yes. I see. So Lila's not from Liberl. That does sort of explain the kind of unique feeling she always gives off. Even by airship, it is quite a trip. I do hope you'll come and visit someday. But even then, I will still keep in touch. I will too. And I promise I'll find time to visit. I'll be counting the days until then. Now, Raini, let me get another good look at you. You really are the image of your mother. I look like Mother? That you do, not just in appearance, but even in the way you move, your speech. You really are so like your mother when she was your age. I'm sure she has been watching over you. Your wonderful new friends and family. It's what she would have wanted. Live happily, my Raini, for your mother's sake as well. I will, Auntie. I promise I will. Say, Lila? Yes, Miss Maybelle? About what we were discussing earlier. When were you planning on doing it? My trip back to Le Mans, you mean? I haven't quite decided yet. Alright. Just be sure and let me know when you're going well in advance, okay? I'll need to adjust my schedule. What do you mean, Miss Maybelle? Well, I am going with you after all. I really want to see what your home was like. Besides what? I was thinking it would be really nice to hear some stories from your childhood. I know you've heard all sorts of stories about me from before you came to live here. And I need to find some kind of embarrassing chink in that armor of yours, or I won't be able to do anything with you. So you're after my naughtiest secrets. Well, I'm afraid I shall have to disappoint you, Miss Maybelle. My early childhood was one of exquisite conduct. Unlike certain infamous tomboys who would be scandalized should their past be made public, I have nothing to fear. Oh, really? I wouldn't underestimate my ability to sniff out the truth if I were you. Well, let's see what you can manage. I'll let you know as soon as I've made a decision. Please do, Lila. Anyway, what's on the agenda for today? You have your regularly scheduled meetings inside the manor from morning until tea time. Afterward, you will attend the review board for applicants to the market. Wait, the review board? That's today? Oh, Adios, just strike me dead. I have to read those applicant evaluations right away. Lila, hurry. We've got to move it. Oh, goodness. Something tells me I won't be going to Le Mans for a while. And that's the end of the quest.
Very easy to remember that one. So let's report. We are at 270 points. Let me just quickly check whether or not that's the maximum for this point in the game. I hope it is. So let's see. Oh, I have to go to an entirely different page. But I think we've done everything we've had to do so far. The only question is whether or not I missed out on any potential extra points. Let's see here. Oh, I believe I did. We're at what, 270? We should be at 272. Oh no. I missed out on something. Well, I will look into that off camera since we're at the end of this part here. And I will try to see if I can fix that. Something must have had an additional requirement that I did not catch at the time. How disappointing. Alright, well, when we pick up next time, we'll see if I've got those 2 extra points back. And then we'll make our way over to the inn over on the lakeshore and begin this little brief respite in Chapter 6. See you guys then.